The injuries from the game: Corey Willis with the calf, Tyquan Lewis with the knee, and T.Y. had a concussion. All right, tough loss. I thought we played well in all three phases. I thought we played hard. I thought the will to win was unreal. Just the way we fought and the determination that our players had, it was good. We got good players. We have a good team, and we need to start winning some games, and I think we'll do that.
I know you're always going to second guess after any loss, but are you happy with the run-pass ratio today, the way that turned out?
I haven't even looked at what the run-pass ratio was yet, so I'm not sure.
51 to 20.
51 to 20. Yeah, I mean, it was. Yeah, I'll look at the film, see what we think.
Reich, what did you see on Carson's second to last interception, the one in the end zone?
Yeah, that was 100% my fault. It was a bad call. Yeah, it was a screen to Mo, and they were sitting right on it. We hadn't thrown that. Didn't think they would ever be thinking that at that point in the game. And I've been around too long to know that you don't call a screen backed up in that situation. And I told Carson right after that play, he came over the sideline and said, "That's 100% my fault. That's a terrible play call. Now just go make it right. Go make it right." And to his credit, and I told the offensive line the same thing. Guys, I screwed that up. I screwed it up. That's on me. But they did. They went down. We went down. We scored and tied it up. But the problem was that drive could have been to win the game, not just to tie it up and go into overtime. So that's the problem. That's the problem with the mistake that I made.
When you say you know better than the call there, is that because
it's too risky?
It's
too risky. It's too risky. There's too many bad things that can happen. It's too risky. It's a bad call.
Frank, you're up 14-0. Your defense is playing well. You're fourth and 3. Why not punt there, considering how well your defense was playing at that point in the game?
I mean, I know that seems like a good answer now. I understand the question. We had already made 2 fourth downs. Didn't play it conservative. This is a good football team. They're going to score points. And, we're on the 40-yard line, and we punt it in the end zone. The yardage that we're gaining, everything about that was a strong go. I felt good about it. If anything, I just give them credit for how they played it. I give them credit. And I don't like the play I called on third down. I don't like the play I called on third down. I should have just called a run on third down, knowing that I was going to go for it on fourth down. That's what I should have done.
What would it have taken to go for 2 at the end of regulation?
We talked about it. We talked about it before the drive. We talked about it before the drive, and it was a back and forth discussion. Part of it was we had a bunch of possessions down there in the red zone, and we had about 4 or 5 plays that were our favorite plays and favorite low red zone 2-point plays, and we had used them all. And there were other plays that we could have run that we didn't run out of plays, but it was just unusual. We were down there and ran so many, and just we're playing at home. We're playing at home. Sometimes conventional wisdom is you're playing at home, and you got the crowd behind you, then go ahead and take it into overtime, and we got the ball first. So we had everything going for us. We had a chance to win it, and we didn't get it done.
Right. I know on the last drive in overtime, obviously the clock's a little bit of a factor maybe, but you guys were pretty aggressive and you had been running well. There's just any thought to maybe trying to go to Jonathan a little more there?
Yeah, I mean, the plan was to mix it up. I think I called a run on first down. We got 4 yards, and I called a play action. The interception was on a play action pass. And just should have called something else. In hindsight, call another run. But really, that one was, hey, we got a chance for a chunk down the field. If not, look at the check down. I think they covered the check down pretty good. But I got to see the film. So I think I just put Carson in a bad position right there.
It feels like you're putting a lot of this on you. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like I could have managed it better at the end, with the screen call. I don't know. I just feel like as hard as we played, we committed some penalties that, I think penalties are, I put that back on me. We talk a lot about it, and when we don't execute in that regard, we got too many penalties that I think took away some points, and I just feel like that's ultimately a reflection on me.
You guys talk about the division all the time. Losing 2 to this team as well as they're playing, does it feel like that slipped through your fingers today, especially up 14-0?
Yeah, I probably don't think like that. I'm probably not thinking anything slipped through our fingers. I understand it's a really big hole to come back and win the division. The odds are really stacked against us. But, yeah, I'm just not wired to think like that. So the way that I am wired and the way that our team is wired is we got a game on Thursday night. We got to come back, and I got to get better as a coach. We have to get better playing and, and get ready for a game on Thursday night.
Frank, on the backed up screen, just two quick things. Does Carson have, is there any realistic other options you
No.
can do there? And then secondly, did they just read it or see
Yeah,
stuff it? Or?
I mean, they did. I mean, Landry read it. He never moved. I mean, you're thinking, oh, he's hungry for the safety. You think he's, I mean,
Him to go get Carson.
yeah,
Throw it over.
yeah. And I said to the guys on the staff, I was like, hey, before the punt, I had told the staff, hey, here's the play I'm thinking about this tight end screen to Mo. We good with this? We all like to play. And then when it got backed up, I just talked through it again, but I got to make that call. That's my call. So, and my thought was they're going to be hungry for the safety, to try to end the game that way. And sometimes I think the tight end screen is a little safer than a running back screen, because if they read the tight end screen, you can just dirt it right there normally. So I don't know what happened. I'll have to watch the film, but it looked like there was no spot to go to dirt it. I don't know. I got to see the tape.